This is Unit 1, Lesson 4, Part 2. We're going to look at other ways that we can compare fractions. We can always change the fractions to common denominators and do an equal comparison of the numerators, but sometimes there's a more simple logical way to do it depending on the fraction. So the first way I'll show you is by comparing the fractions to a half. So here I have two regular fractions. And the first one, 5/8, I can think about, well, how is this greater than a half? What would the numerator be if this fraction was equivalent to half? It would be 4, right? 4/8, because 4/8, 4 is half of 8. So if now I can compare 5/8 to 4/8. This is going to be greater than 1/2. So I'm just going to maybe do a little note to myself, that's greater. Now let's look at the second one, 2/5. What is half of 5 in order for this to be an equivalent fraction of half? That would be 2.5. If I split 5 cookies into 2 parts, I'd have 2.5 fifths. So, and then now let's look at the fraction we're working with. I only have 2/5, so I have less than half. This one is greater than the second one. 5/8 is greater than 2/5 because 5/8 is greater than a half and 2/5 is less than a half. Our second way we're going to compare fractions is by comparing it to comparing it to 1. If our fractions are close to 1, like we have almost all the parts of the fraction but not all of them, we can compare it to 1. So here's my two fractions. I have 3/4. I'm going to put it on a number line. Mrs. Holm isn't the best at drawing the number line, so bear with me as I do this in front of you. Notice when I do fourths, I just divided it in half, and then I split each of those halves in half, and now I have fourths. And 3/4 is going to put my dot right here on the third one. That's 3/4. And then I'm going to make my second number line the same size, 0 to 1, and I have to partition it into 7 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I did pretty good there. 6/7 is going to be right here, the 6th out of the 7 marks on the fraction on the number line. So here I can easily see that this fraction is smaller. Now notice, I want you to be really cautious with this one because I was pretty sloppy with drawing my number lines. I easily could have drawn it in improperly to show that it might look like 3/4 is greater than 6/7 because I didn't partition evenly. So I would caution you to use this strategy unless you are able to really make these number lines accurately.